Hi everybody. Today I am answering the question how to prepare a home for elderly parents who maybe have been in the hospital or a nursing home, and what are all of the things that you should think about, especially if your parents are aging or beginning to have health issues. I'm going to share 5 things that all caregivers should think about. The first is safety devices. So if your parents have been in the hospital or in a nursing home, what caused that hospitalization or nursing home stay? Did they have a fall down the steps or a slip in the tub or something else that happened? Maybe they were out gardening in the lawn and they thought they were doing okay, and all of a sudden they fell over and broke a hip or broke their neck or fractured something else. Safety devices in the home are extremely important when we age, and many parents will say, "Oh, I don't want that. It's going to make me look old. I'm going to feel old. It's going to make the bathroom look bad." Well, things like safety rails and raised toilet seats and shower seats and handheld showers. There are so many safety devices that can make living alone for yourself if you're an older adult or for an aging parent much easier. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. There's plenty of helpful information for caregivers and aging adults. I ask you to share this video with others you know. Number 2, if your parents are coming home and they're not feeling well and maybe they have some physical challenges now, maybe they're recovering from a broken hip or some other broken bone in the body, it's going to be more difficult for them to get out. So how are you going to manage shopping and picking up prescriptions and managing medications and even sometimes going out to doctor appointments? Maybe your parents won't be able to drive anymore, and that is a huge thing for independence. There's also the idea of not being able to drive anymore when it's not safe, when your parents have a cognitive issue, when they have Alzheimer's or dementia, and they've been driving and they say, "Well, I'm only driving a mile or 2 to the store," but then all of a sudden they get lost or they have a car accident, and you realize, oh my gosh, they probably shouldn't be driving anymore. It's difficult for parents to admit that because giving up that car is giving up a lot of independence. Then one of the more important things to talk about if your parents have been in the hospital or have had a nursing home stay is really, what is it going to take? What effort are your parents or your spouse or a loved one going to have to put forth to stay independent, to remain active? When older people have health issues and they go into the hospital or a nursing home, it takes a lot more work to regain physical strength, to regain stamina, to be able to do everything that they used to do before they went in. And maybe the accident happened because they were sitting too much or weren't as active. Maybe they have lost a lot of physical strength, lost a lot of weight, and didn't realize it. Look at yourself today, no matter what age you are, and do some comparisons. Are you more active today than you were 10 years ago or 20 years ago? Are you stronger today than you were 10 or 20 years ago? Do you have more endurance than you did 10 to 20 years ago? For most of us, the statistics show that after age 30, yes, 30, our bodies start to become weaker. We lose muscle mass. We lose physical endurance unless we work at it. So for your aging parents coming home from a nursing home or a hospital, what are they willing to work at to be able to stay in that home, to be able to stay independent? And do you even know? Are you having those conversations? Managing expectations for elderly parents about what they can do for themselves, what you as a caregiver can do. And I caution you, don't do too much. While you want to be helpful, you don't want to take away things that your elderly parents can do, because that robs them of the ability to be physically active, to think about what they need to do, to be proactive. The more that you take away, the less your parents can do, and the more dependent they become on you, the more time they need from you. Managing expectations in caregiving situations is so important. There's a lot of information on my website, PamelaDWilson.com, in my caregiving library, my caregiving blog, my podcast, The Caring Generation, my online caregiver courses and videos. Please share all of this information with anybody that you know who is aging, who is thinking about how to plan for retirement, health issues, taking care of aging parents, or who knows someone who is. I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Have a fabulous day today. I'll see you again soon in another video.